we know that he can heat up. We know that he can do that. But all of these guys can do that.
I told you we were about to get into some controversy.
I'm just saying.
I
thought you were going somewhere else.
Nope.
Gerald's
off the goddamn
I knew
I'm not. If we're evaluating as 3-point shooters, look at the fucking numbers.
Hank McCoy.
We got 5 different tiers here. The standard, a cut above, he's heating up, he's on fire, and Shazam. That's the levels we're looking at, and we're picking from Dan Marley, Steve Nash, Sean Marion, Rex Chapman, Eddie Johnson, Leandro Barbosa, Raja Bell, Jared Dudley, Quentin Richardson, Channing Frye, Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Jeff Hornacek, and Wesley Person.
So we could just start and put Jared Dudley in the standard right
Damn, man.
I mean, yeah. I honestly think
I like Jared Dudley, but come on.
I think you can honestly put Sean Marion there, too.
Yes.
Hey, Dudds, you down there in the standard, bro. You too, Matrix.
You know...
Bro, he was a 40% shooter for like 7 seasons here.
When you think knockdown 3-point shooter, has anybody ever in their life ever said Jared Dudley?
Yes, 100%. Every day
here?
I say Jared Dudley. I say
he's got. I'm just gonna say he's got a better percentage than a lot of these guys that are probably gonna be higher on the list.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
We're
say
talking athletic fingers.
Oh my God! Like, hey, who's
number 8 on the Suns all-time list?
who do I feel like I'm gonna rely on?
It ain't Jared Dudley.
It's not Jared Dudley.
I ain't going, hey, finals are on the line. Kick it to Jared Dudley.
Y'all are focusing on the second stint and not the first one.
Can I put somebody on a cut above right away?
Yeah, go ahead. What are you
Wesley
thinking?
Person, man. Put him on the cut above.
You think that? I think he should be higher.
I would have put him higher, maybe.
I put him in.
Well,
He's
I'm
heating up.
looking at the list. I don't know if
You
he's.
can have more than one person on the
Wesley
on the tier.
Person shot almost 41% on about 4 attempts over 3 seasons.
Yeah, he was kind of a bucket.
And has finally shot 5 attempts and it kept that same percentage in his final season here. I think he's heating
Yeah,
up.
I think so too.
Heating up.
I
Okay,
think so too. He wasn't even on the tiers until I put him on right before the show.
He didn't have longevity,
the
but
disrespect was real.
I get you. I love Chuck, man. I love his brother.
I think I would put Quentin Richardson in the He's on Fire.
Quentin
I know it was
Richardson.
one season, but
oh man,
it was a good season.
He only shot 35.8% that season.
Yeah, but you look
took
at the
8 of them.
makes. Yeah,
He just took a lot.
I mean, he took a lot, but that in a time where that wasn't necessarily the case, and he hit a bunch of big ones. I mean, I get
That's true. He did.
Like I get percent is what we usually gravitate to, but I think when did you hit a lot of those? Did you hit them in big moments? Were they impactful? And I feel like he was such a key piece in developing 7 seconds or less and in the evolution, or at least the start of it, into the 3-point
Yeah,
era.
but he kind of like when they got to the playoffs. Correct me if I'm wrong. He kind of he kind of disappeared. Did he not?
He did.
In his 1 year, that does matter. And so
I'm just saying, putting him and he's heating up and Jared Dudley in the standard is crazy because he was here for 1 season, shot like less than 36%, and Dudley was at 40 for 7 seasons here. Like that's wild to me.
CG, that's why I would say I would put Wesley below, and then Q-Tip right above
I don't mind
him.
Wesley where he is, but I would put
Q-Tip next to
Richardson
Wesley.
in the cut above.
Okay,
Maybe.
You
I
put
can be
Richardson
all
in the
right
cut
with that.
above?
I would have put him in the standard, but Espo had him higher.
I'll put Q in the cut above. I'm cool with that.
I'll be fine with it. Celebrate his celebration though too.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah,
great.
I mean, so let's look. I think Rex Chapman's in the standard. I know he has very memorable threes, and you think of him as a 3-point shooter, but I think it's the standard. I don't think he's above.
I think
that.
when he got hot, that's when he got hot, right? Yeah. But if you're talking about overall, I would agree.
Yeah,
standard.
I mean he probably has the most memorable 3.
He does.
At least one of the. It was the craziest 3 against the Sonics in the playoffs. Jason Kidd throws it, cross court, and he does one leg to tie the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty memorable.
Are we gonna really rely on percentages though? Because
that's just what I bring to the table.
That's just me. That's just me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's set in stone. You can make an argument.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
that's the whole premise.
gonna be honest. I don't know why, but I'm not liking it. I think Quentin Richardson I would rely on him more than Wesley Person.
No.
I would. I think I would.
If you swap those two, who do you think shoots better?
Well, with 7 seconds or less,
Yes.
Wesley Person is a Hall of Famer if he played with that 7 seconds or less team.
Yes.
He's Reggie fucking Miller on that team.
I will say Wesley Person had a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot, mechanically sound, beautiful shot. But I don't know, man. I mean, I saw games where Q Rich went out there and hit 6-7 threes in games. I mean, when he heat up, he heat up.
Wesley Person might have set that Klay Thompson record with 7
y'all
seconds
are
or less.
bugging on Wesley Person. Relax, man.
He was that freaking good in an era where you just did not shoot that many.
Yeah, he was.
I'm
He was a little
talking
ahead
to
of his
put him.
time.
He's on fire.
So why the hell he ain't sticking the lead then?
Hey,
He didn't stick in the league.
we're about to get to some controversy here in a second, so let's just hold off.
So go ahead.
I think Channing's a cut above.
So
I think Channing revolutionized the big man shooting the three.
I do.
For like
I think
him and
Channing could be on. He's on fire.
him
put-
and Dirk were
Dirk.
yeah.
I put Channing and he's heating up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's heating up. That's
Yeah.
what I
It was
meant.
just under 39% on 5 attempts
Yep.
per game for 4 seasons. He's number 7 on the Suns all-time list.
I would put him in.
That 48 win season that we didn't make the playoffs with Goran and Bledsoe, man, that dude was incredible
Yeah.
from the 3-point line. So yeah,
Agreed.
I like where he's at.
Anybody else in the standard here? I mean,
Y'all ain't gonna like it.
You gonna don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
I
I'm not
wanna
gonna say
hear
it.
it.
I'm not gonna say it. He's a cut above.
He
No.
will
But
come.
Book.
He will
are
come
you
back.
trying to say Eddie is in the
Book.
stand?
Oh yeah.
Book?
Yeah, yeah.
Book a cut
I
above.
agreed.
No. The dude is the all-time leader
right, I'll
in
give-
made threes for the Suns.
Yeah, because he's
And you're
been
gonna
here
put
for
him in a
9
cut
years. Because it's 9 years,
Great
and look at the
Nash was
attempts.
There
Look
is
at the
no
attempts.
way on planet Earth
Look at the attempts.
that Wesley fucking Person and Quentin Richardson
Yeah, no.
are above Devin Booker
Devin
as a
Booker
3-point
is
shooter.
at least he's on fire.
Look at the percentages.
I don't give
talking
a
about?
no.
Oh my God.
As a 3-point shooter,
Hold on, you agree
Oh
with
my
him?
God.
shooter? Yes, I agree with him. It's not even what?
Bro, the dude had the he had the record for in the 3-point contest.
Has he ever hit a game with 7 threes?
Okay. In the playoffs,
There's
yeah,
a
in the
plenty of
playoffs.
guys that never have.
And how many times has he hit 6? Like 58 times?
Look,
he's
I'm kind of trolling. I'll put him in. He's heating up because he is the all-time leader. But we're taking in the fact that he's the all-time leader because it's a totally different NBA, and he's attempting way more than a lot of these guys did. You look at his percentage from just time in a Suns uniform. He and Q Rich have the lowest percentage out of anyone on this list. Like just as a 3-point shooter. Just as a 3-point, and we know that he can heat up. We know that he can do that. But all of these guys can do that.
I told you we were about to get into some controversy.
I'm just saying.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
Gerald, Gerald's off the goddamn island.
I'm not. If we're evaluating his 3-point shooters, look at the fucking numbers.
God.
That's where he
Look at the
goes.
numbers. That's your job, and I think you're wrong.
And I'm telling you, and you just don't like
I
him.
cannot wait for Book to walk by Gerald. And I'll be like,
Book, you know it's all love.
You want to know what my hot take is?
Oh, no.
Eddie's in the standard. He's not anywhere higher than that.
No, that's where I would put him.
I mean, I would put Eddie in the standard.
Love
too.
you,
you got
too.
to next week.
Love-
I'll take all that
Eddie,
smoke.
Eddie's like, there's a level above Shazam, and that's where I am.
Tell us the numbers on Eddie.
36% on 2.1 attempts over
See,
4
see.
seasons. That's I think that's the lowest number of attempts outside of Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah, and so that's my point, though. Eddie probably going to sit here and be like, man, if I had the green light like
Oh
some
no,
of
he
these dudes.
says it every single time
Yeah,
we got
Eddie's
outside
killing
shots.
30.
Yeah, he said it would average 30.
Yeah, and I believe Jeff Hornacek, if he had the green light in that era like these dudes,
Jeff
he'd be,
Hornacek he's on fire for me.
yeah.
Jeff Hornacek
Hell
is one of
yeah,
the
he is.
best shooters.
I
period.
of
And if he was
course.
in today's game, oh my God.
Hornacek
think-
for He's on Fire?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would put I'd put him on He's on Fire, He's heating up because he shot 39%, but it was only on 1.3 attempts. And that's because of era. We got to factor in era for sure.
Because he
So
was
are we-
like, you could not leave him open at all.
Right.
Where are we putting Book? We can't just
Yo.
not. We got to finish
Hey,
that
I
conversation.
don't want no part of this smoke. Y'all
Put him-
go
put him in.
He's
I
got
had
to at
enough
least be
smoke
he's on
last
fire.
couple days.
He's heating
man.
up. I'll
Shit,
give him
man.
he's heating up because he's the all-time
Yeah.
leader.
God. Okay.
Where did you want to put him?
He's on fire is where I put him.
That's way too high.
He's the all-time leader. I don't care if it's because of attempts you took. The man is at the top of the all-time list for the Phoenix Suns, and this is best
and that's why he's
shooters
there
in Suns history.
That's why he's there.
I'm with Espo. I'm not saying Shazam, but I would have put him one.
Oh my God!
Where are you going to put Nash? Who's number 2?
Nash is Shazam.
Hold on. Your whole
Nash
fucking
is Shazam.
argument is
No,
that
it's
he
not
played
my
a
whole
long
fucking
time
argument.
here, and Nash
My
played
whole
10
fucking
seasons.
he was a
and had
50, 40, 90 guy. You know that's fucking different. That's not my whole argument.
What are you talking about?
I literally gave you the numbers and you ignored them.
Yes,
I'm with
I
Nash
would
on
say
Shazam.
you could not leave him open.
I'd say
with
he's
Nash on
fire.
Shazam.
How? Why would you say
What is
Nash
your
is
criteria for that?
Because you're shitting on Devin Booker.
Oh,
so
that's
No
the
one's
reason.
shit. We're
It's
just
in
pointing out
protest.
numbers and you don't like
Nobody's
them.
shitting on Devin Booker.
Protest.
Oh my God!
I'm with you on protesting the list.
God bless.
When we post this
This is-
online,
oh
let's
my
make it
God.
very
This-
clear.
this
Flex
is
and I are
fun.
protesting where Devin Booker is on this list.
Bro, Nash was so far ahead of everyone else on that list until Book, and he was only taking 3 of these a game. He shot almost 44% from 3 over 10 seasons here.
44%.
That's fucking nuts.
No,
He's
44%.
Shazam.
I agree, Nash.
Hands down.
Look, I
Nash
told
is
you the
Nash-
one reason I did it
I
because
know.
of principle.
No, I'm
Nash sat
ignoring
on
you.
the all-time list and played 10
Just-
seasons.
just-
Nash is, to me, Nash the only. Well, I won't say
No.
that, but Nash definitely is Shazam, no question about
Okay.
it.
I got one more hot
Go.
take. Go ahead.
No, fired away.
I got a hot take. Go ahead, go. This is interesting. Go ahead.
Damn, Marley.
This is interesting. Yeah, no,
Oh,
Dan,
man.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Damn, Marley's a
standard.
standard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Standard.
Yes.
He was a guy that it benefited from lore because he had a few, that big one against the Lakers,
Yep.
that he jumps on the
The
scorers
Sonics
table.
game where he had 8 threes.
Yeah, he's a guy that because of the run that they made, the era that all the attention was on, he's remembered that way, but in reality it's not that much, and it's not because of the era, it's because of just the reality of it. So I agree, the
Do
standard
you want
is
to
where
back that up with
Marley
numbers?
He shot 36% on 3.7 attempts over 8 seasons. He is number 3 on their all-time list with 800 made threes, but a lot of that longevity. So yeah.
So I don't think that's
Man,
that
we're gonna have to revisit Jared Dudley.
We
It's still
got.
bugging me.
You want to move him to a cut above?
I would move him to a cut
Okay,
above.
let's move him to a cut above. I'll give you that.
Jared Dudley.
I feel Dudley cut above. I think
Oh, does
It
that
doesn't
matter?
matter.
it doesn't.
matter.
Yeah,
They're all
I
on the
think
same
they're
tier.
all.
Either or.
I think Leandro belongs in that group too.
A cut above.
Cut above?
cut above.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm at with it.
He's 4th all time, 751, but that's 9 seasons here. Even though that includes the weird one season he came back while he was a shell of himself.
Raja, oh man, Raja's tough.
Yeah,
I put him in.
I
He's
put
heating
him
up
in. He's heating up. Yeah,
based on
right
some
in
of
the
the big
middle.
ones that he hit.
Yeah, I mean the big ones definitely matter. Oh man,
Raja was a good shooter, man.
he was a good shooter, but he was also like, I don't know.
Are you thinking a cut above?
I was
Is that
thinking
what
a
you're
cut
arguing?
above. Yeah, I was in between. He's heating up and a cut above. I
Because he
didn't think
definitely
was the
can't be
standard.
in the standard.
No, he had too many big shots to be in the standard for sure.
I was thinking he's on fire, to be
That's
honest with you.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So he shot 42% from 3 on just under 6 attempts over 4 seasons. He's number 6 on their all-time list.
Move his ass up. Yeah,
He was
42%
pretty
on
good.
almost 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
now
whoa,
you're
whoa,
telling me
whoa.
Raja Bell's better than Devin Booker?
No, yeah,
From
no,
a
that's why-
three-point
that's why
shooting
Book-
perspective.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Well,
Dude,
I think
if Book
Book
had
should
as
be
many
up.
wide open shots as Raja Bell, he would
There
be on
you
He's
go.
on fire.
That's what I'm
Hell
saying.
no.
That's why listen. I'm gonna be honest. Nash is Shazam. And I think Book should have been below in the Hornacek. And I don't
You
got a
want to
problem.
move? If you want to move Book, if you want to move Raja to He's on fire, then you got to do Book.
gotta
Yeah,
go
put
there,
both
too.
of them there then. Because there's no way you could tell me that if Book had Raja Bell's looks, he wouldn't have.
But
Yeah.
he's but we're not judging it on that. I thought we were just judging it on 3-point results for the Suns. Like that's
No,
what we're doing.
This is our opinion on who the best three-point shooters are.
I know.
This
If
is all
this were
part-
analytical, I could just go sort
It
of
is
in a spreadsheet.
analytical.
We're just racking and
No.
stacking them.
Look, at this point, we're going to go 24 hours like what chaos because I'm not
It
gonna
is
back down
analytical.
until
You could
this.
have the prettiest looking shot in the world, but if you only make fucking 35% compared to 42,
So-
there's a difference there.
So just pull up the spreadsheet.
The fuck are we doing?
No, but here's my thing, G. No,
Well,
no,
it's
no.
not about the numbers. Oh, okay.
No,
well, then go shoot the prettiest fucking jumper and wait for your 10-day. What the fuck?
It's eye test.
No, but hold on, G.
Context
No,
matters.
you're right. You got a point.
Oh,
But
boy.
can you agree that the shots that's the defenses and the shots that he's taking to shoot 35% are different than
Of
guys
course
that
they
are
are.
wide open?
Of course they are.
Right. So, do you think Raja Bell would have shot 42% if he had Book's load and the type of defenses Book sees?
No, of course not. But I'm not projecting for what might have been if Raja Bell.
Matter?
I think
Yeah,
the
it does
context
matter.
Does the eye test not matter?
Context
So does
matters,
the
but what you're
three-point
doing is
context
saying,
matter?
well, if Raja Bell was the scorer that Booker was and got the attention, well, he wasn't. So what are we doing here? We're making up fantasy scenarios.
That's called
Like-
sports talk. Isn't it?
I thought this was.
I'm not sure if you do here, but this is what we do.
I thought this was.
Make up shit? That's what we do?
I didn't think this was like stat based. I
This is
thought
all
this was.
hypothetical.
I
It's all
thought this
whatever.
was just like.
It's
if
however
I
you
gotta
want.
do-
It's a mix.
If I got a dude, if my life's on the line and I could pick any of these dudes to shoot for me, who am I? I'm picking Steve Nash first. Absolutely, life's on the line. Open 3-pointer. I'm taking Steve
That's
Nash.
basically what you got to do for this whole list.
Right.
Like,
So
my
I'm-
life is on the line. Who am I shooting next?
Right, and that's why I said Book, because I looked at the 3-point contest and I'm like, bro, the dude, we seen
Okay.
what he could do when
I'm
nobody's D'ing him.
Hold on, though.
When nobody's
I
D'ing him,
can't-
he fucking hit
I
30
can't
fucking.
count the 3-point contest.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
It's literally the definition.
It's literally
No,
definition.
what we're doing.
There's no
it
defense.
is.
It's not in a game. It's like
You're
Well,
picking
shit,
up
some of
some
these
players
players-
like Luke Zeller could have been on this list if we were talking guys picking it off a rack with no
He
defense.
couldn't shoot shit.
Yeah, he was the greatest practice shooter ever, according to Lance
How many
Blanks,
3-points?
all right?
How many?
right. That's right. That's a good point, though.
Okay,
That's a good point.
the three-point
Absolutely
contest
nobody
is
else
practice.
in the gym whatsoever
It
to
is.
verify
It's
this.
practice.
It's literally
All right, so
glorified
hold on, D,
practice.
real talk.
Yeah.
No, real talk. I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Go ahead.
bro.
Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
Real talk, man. Real shit. If I came to you right now and I said, your life is on the line and the guy gets a wide open 3-pointer in an empty gym, your life's on the line.
Empty gym.
Tell me 3 guys you're picking in an empty gym. It's just, yo, he makes this shot, G, you live and go
Right.
on your, you
Right.
know.
I
You gonna
probably
tell me
take
you're not
any of
take-
them in an empty
You gonna tell me
gym.
you're not gonna take Book?
But that's the thing. What you're doing is different because what you're doing is chalking it down to just a clutch 3. Of course, I believe Devin Booker will hit a clutch 3. But what I'm saying is if you give a guy 10 shots, I don't think Booker's going to make more than some of the guys I have
video
on the
of
list.
him making like 70 straight.
But that's my point is it's volume over one shot. You're dumbing it down to like one set clutch shot. Of course I like Book in that scenario, but that's
So
not
what
what
is-
the assignment
You know
is.
what? I'm gonna rip
That's
off,
not what
I'm
the
gonna rip
assignment
off
is.
the Band-Aid and piss all of you off too.
What?
Grayson, I think, is actually above Nash for me. I'm putting him in Shazam
Stop.
too.
Now you're just trying to set shit on
look,
fire.
You want the stats?
Above Nash?
One year.
Above Nash.
We
1
haven't-
year, that's
we
the
have
thing.
not played a full season
Right.
yet, and he has 5 of the top 14 single best games 3-point shooting.
Yes.
He's the only player in NBA history to hit his first 8 3-pointers in back-to-back
back-to-back
games.
That is true.
He's the only Sun ever to have 8 3-pointers in back-to-back games. He has to be in that top level.
I would say I got no problem with him Shazam, but you said above Nash?
Okay.
Damn, bro.
With Nash. With
Like,
Nash.
dog,
It's like-
that's what it is.
But I don't.
Oh, they could be in the same lane,
But we could all say if Steve Nash took all of them, he'd shoot the same. But we, like Gerald's saying, I can't project that. I only know what Steve Nash shot on
Right.
the few shots he took.
Right.
I've seen Grayson Allen hit 9 twice in a game.
Yes.
All right. So I would go him if I'm talking how many 3-pointers are going to get hit. If I got to have a guy hit multiple to save my life, however you want to cut it,
Right.
I'm putting him right there.
I just knew when we got to Book, it
This
was going
is
to be
fun.
that was what was going to blow everything
this
up.
is
I
fun.
knew it.
I'm
Book,
glad I threw
listen,
the
man,
first grenade.
I think you're a phenomenal 3-point shooter. I just didn't think that he was at the level of these guys yet in terms of like a day to day.
Look,
I'm just sorry.
Nah, yo, this is fun.
Okay.
But I can't get past the fact that at one point in this demonstration, we said Wesley Person was the best shooter in Book.
we didn't say that.
No, we
hold
did.
on. Hold on.
Book at one point
Gerald
was on the
said that at one point.
Thank you. We didn't say that.
Wasn't Book on the cut above that?
Gerald said it.
He said,
No, but
Put my business on everybody else.
We didn't
That
say
shit
that.
was me.
No, but
yeah. When this comes out and somebody gets pissed off, it was all Gerald Bourget.
that's fair.
all right?
I'll explain it to Book. But no, like Grayson
do it
Allen,
too,
I had him in He's on Fire. The only reason I don't have him in Shazam is just because it, like you said, it hasn't even been a full season yet.
okay.
And that's my thing, is like re-sign him and he does this for a year, another year. Absolutely. He does it for
Okay.
another tier. he's best shooter of all
If
time
Grayson
in the
goes
Suns
0 for
uniform.
30 because of this exercise, I'm gonna be so mad.
But yes, what he's done this year, he's one of 7 players, if he completes it, in NBA history to take at least 5 attempts and shoot 47% from 3. That's absurd.
That's crazy.
Well,
Stupid.
And to your point, I can only base it on what I've seen.
Yes.
I can't project next year. So I'm I'm going to use your own stuff there. You know what we all could do?
Shit got sweaty in here, man.
you know what we all could use? To
Some
go
OGs?
outside and touch some grass.